So, I'm a Red Sox fan, that much is sure. So, how do I feel about the Red Sox chances in the ALCS? Well, it's hard to say. Obviously, it's called the playoffs for a reason, and the Red Sox are looking at playing one of two really good teams. Now, most people are going to say Detroit would be a tougher matchup, and I'd have to agree, but Oakland is not that much easier. The thing about Oakland, actually, is that they have a lot of Red Sox former players. I know that doesn't give them much of an advantage in baseball, but they're built on pitching and defense similar to the Red Sox, whereas Detroit seems to rely more on their bats. And really, I mean, with either team, you have a lot of things to consider. But as a Red Sox fan, I'm sure, like myself, you're just shocked by how many steps this Red Sox team has taken forward. They haven't been to the ALCS since 2008. That was the year they were defending their World Series title, and back when they were consistent contenders, and continued to be for a little bit. But who thought they'd be winning 97 games and now playing for a chance to be in the World Series? So let's see what happens. I do think the Red Sox can beat either team, obviously. I mean, they've got to this point. They've played both teams. I believe they do have a losing record against both teams, but they've played pretty good baseball against Detroit and Oakland. Not the best, but not the worst. That's the only thing about this 2013 Red Sox season. Like, as much as I love to, just admire what they've done to this point, they have, I don't want to say they've had an easy schedule, but the teams that they've played that have been good, they're actually not all that great against. Granted, I mean, that's not their fault. They didn't play them that much. They only played the Royals like 7 times, and I think they were 3-4 against them. The Royals missed the playoffs by a game or two, so the Royals are pretty serious. And, I mean, the Rays obviously were a playoff team, and the Red Sox beat them in 12 out of 19, not counting the playoffs. So, not that the Red Sox can't show up against the good teams. The only thing I worry about, and again, maybe I'm overthinking this, but the last couple of games of that Rays series, they really struggled to score runs. I mean, to the point where they were just bunting, they were pinch hitting for David Ortiz, they were trying to draw walks, which is all good and well and everything. And it just seems like Tampa was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them last night because it was their last game. But Tampa Bay's kind of desperation got the best of them because the Red Sox were able to just kind of hang in there. Their relievers got a little wild, and they scraped a couple runs together. But, winning a game 3-1 against a team that doesn't have as much hitting, that's good. I just worry about going into the next round, where Detroit's probably going to put up more than 1 or 2 runs, even with the Red Sox best pitcher going. And can the Red Sox respond? Can the Red Sox hitting, as good as it has been at times, can it put up another 5 or 6 runs, maybe, if they have to keep up with a high-powered offense like Detroit? That's why I think Oakland is a slightly better matchup. Their offense is similar to the Red Sox in that they have a few power guys, a few speed guys, but no one otherworldly. Now, Detroit, you can make another argument that they, other than their superstars, they don't necessarily have a fantastic lineup, but look at who you're dealing with. Austin Jackson at the leadoff position, Torrey Hunter, who still has a lot in his bat at his age, and then the big ones, of course, Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder. Johnny Peralta's not a bad hitter either, and you got Jose Iglesias, the shortstop that the Red Sox traded to get Jake Peavy. So Detroit's roster obviously scares you more based on all the names I can list and all the all-star appearances. But, Oakland actually finished with a better record than them in the regular season. That's why their decisive Game 5 will be in Oakland. So, just goes to show that Oakland's got, they've got some talent too. But I just think it's a coin toss between either team. But because the lineup is just that much more dominant on Detroit's side, I would not want to play Detroit. Just because I think pitching, the Red Sox match up with either team. Obviously, again, with both teams, you have kind of a case of all-star names versus young talent, but young talent does win sometimes, so keeping my fingers crossed either way. I personally would prefer to see Oakland. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Do you want to see Oakland or Detroit? Do you think there's a better matchup to be had? Do you think Verlander is, maybe not the Verlander that we're used to? Maybe seeing Verlander twice in a series doesn't mean what it once would have. So look forward to your thoughts on that. Go Sox either way. See if they play the Oakland A's or the Detroit Tigers. We should know tomorrow night. So till then, keep watching that postseason baseball. Later.